Good afternoon and happy 30th birthday to the man of the house.
Hi, everybody.
He's an old fart now.
I'm Grandpa.
But
I'm
today,
30.
I'm sorry, buddy. Couple of cool things. I got a new mic.
We gotta get this done before I need a nap.
You know how long I have to. I no longer have to shout. Haley's here, but because it's his birthday, we're doing something special Haley wanted, where she requested in the previous episode that we do 20 Onion Challenge questions throughout history.
Yes,
I have
please.
20 true or falses that start from the beginning of the universe and end today.
We know enough history to know that there's so much history we don't know.
Yeah, to know that there is so many things that we can never, ever fully study.
Based on analysis of molecules present shortly after the Big Bang, portions of the rapidly expanding universe smelled like strawberries.
If something smells like strawberries and nothing is around to smell them, do they truly smell like strawberries?
Oh, that's the direction you're going. Okay. In the cosmic microwave background radiation, were there trees falling? Okay.
Based on what I just said, I'm going to go ahead and call that false. Because if nothing's around to smell the strawberries, it could smell like
Can
ass
you read
for
that
all we
one
know.
more
I
time?
will read it once.
Here's the thing, though. It could be a real headline, but it's obviously false because there were no molecules shortly after the Big Bang. There weren't atoms shortly after the Big Bang. So I'm going to say that's a false headline.
I'm saying
It's
false.
a fake headline. Fake.
Good start, guys. It is false.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Science.
Yeah.
100 million years ago, the Sahara Desert was inhabited by galloping crocodiles.
Please? Please be true.
How many million years ago?
Says 100 million.
That's about we're in the age of dinosaurs and...
Yeah, and I think even by that point, well, because the Sahara used to be a savanna. It used to be a grassland, and then it's just desertified. So where do the crocodiles live? Are they still living in the Nile?
It's catchy.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely eye-catching.
Yeah.
I think crocodiles, though. I just don't like... Crocodiles have been around
So maybe it's close enough.
I think crocodiles have been around in that form for a long, long time. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's false.
I'm going to say it's a true headline.
That is a true headline.
Okay.
Really?
The first known political cartoon is Egyptian and shows Hatshepsut, the only woman pharaoh, pegging her lover and chief architect, Senmut.
I'm going to say whatever you say.
You're going to make a cartoon about anybody, especially if she... And she was kind of like... touting the false beard.
Was
and
it with one of those danger dildos with the splinters?
No, I like to think that she's like like leaning down and like the fake beard is going in and out. I need that in my life. So
one
I'm
of
gonna
those
call
face
that,
dildos?
Yeah.
but
with the beard. So I need that in my life. So I'm gonna go ahead and call that a true headline.
I'm with her.
That is a true headline.
Yes!
I don't know if it quite happened that way, but yeah. That's what happens when you screw over your son, man.
We got a new Pornhub category.
One of the earliest known cultural references to the vampire dates back to ancient Greece.
That seems like it would be a thing.
I think that's true.
I think so as well.
That is a false headline.
Oh, okay. Is it not ancient Greece?
Fuck if I know. I just I said I need an ancient Greece fact. Let's just talk about vampires. Ancient Romans would put sandals on the hands of sleeping people, then tickle their face so they would slap themselves.
That's amazing.
Someone go back in time and make that true.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
When in Rome... Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
guys, come look at what I did to Marcus.
He is going to stab you when he wakes up.
I'm going to say it's a fake headline.
I want that to be true, so I'm going to go ahead and call it true.
That is a true fact.
Yes! I lose.
Yay!
I don't care.
Yay! Oh, that makes me so happy.
Winnie, winnie, slappy, slap.
Turkeys were worshipped by Mayans as vessels for the gods.
Well, though I've seen like a lot of Mayan, like I've been to museums where there's a lot of Mayan stuff. I don't see turkeys everywhere.
Well, is that such a weird idea? Because like there's cultures all over the place where like let's cut open a goat and see if the god is talking through his liver. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a true headline.
Okay, so I think that if this is real, then Benjamin Franklin traveled back in time to try to make turkeys the true form of the Americas, which doesn't seem plausible to me, so I'm going to say that's false.
That is a true headline.
Okay.
The Holy Bible is outsold on Kindle by Steve Jobs' official biography.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense to me.
Probably, and also the Bible's got to be like horribly formatted on most of them.
Yeah, and how do you like? Yeah,
Um,
because the whole point of a Bible is you can open it and search through specific verses and stuff. So I don't think it makes sense to have it on a Kindle.
also, anyway, yeah,
And they're
yeah.
really
so
easy to find. I think that's true.
Probably true. Yeah.
That is a fake headline.
Oh, how is the Bible doing on Kindle?
If you guys are curious, the podium of best-selling Kindle books goes The Holy Bible, Steve Jobs' official biography, and The Hunger Games.
You know, it's like in the public domain, right?
Henry VIII's rule is eclipsed by the amount of times The Simpsons has spent on air.
So the idea was Henry VIII ruling
Was his
in
rule,
less time than The Simpsons has been on air.
was his rule longer than about, say, what is it, like 20, no, 30? Holy crap,
So
now The Simpsons old.
Yeah, he passed away in his 60s, and he took the crown in like his mid to late 20s. That's still, even on the low end, like 30 years to today,
Ooh.
and it's still going. So 80 to...
Oh boy, it's a close race. I'm gonna say
I think that's true. Simpsons has long been considered like a megalith of TV, and so I think it's definitely possible.
yeah, I'll say it's a true headline.
That is a false headline.
Oh, okay.
Henry VIII ruled for 38 years. The Simpsons has only been on for 31.
Will it
Hey,
make
I was
it?
right though. Around 4
Hey,
years.
go back and watch this video in 8 years and comment angrily. John Hancock is missing his ring and pinky finger above the knuckle as the result of a harvesting accident.
No, John Hancock's dead.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, he is dead.
Well, he could still be missed, like the skeleton could still be.
The corpse is missing these 2 fingers because of a harvesting accident.
And it happened after he was dead. Like someone was just carting the body around.
Okay, so if John Hancock was a farmer, he wasn't doing his own field work. So I'm gonna say that's false.
I don't know. Was he doing his?
Even if he was a farmer, he wouldn't have been doing his own field work. Like, what sense does that make?
I'm gonna say it's a true headline.
That is false.
Okie dokie. I should have followed your line of reasoning.
I mean,
Before his presidency, Abraham Lincoln was a professional wrestler who was admitted to the Wrestling Hall of Fame in 1992.
I think I read that somewhere. But I don't know if it's a real headline or not.
I'm just sorry. Now I'm just imagining like the Dexter's Lab episode with the Abraham Lincoln robot.
So if Abraham Lincoln was in WWE, what's his gimmick? Emancipate this!
Yeah, probably something like some kind of liberation move. Oh no! It's gotta be like a pile driver for like a head injury. Like
Oh yeah, because of that went to a
yeah,
different place.
yeah. That's yeah. Or maybe like a violent knee to the back of the head. Some kind of Japanese hard
General
style.
Ford's revenge.
Must say that's a true headline.
I think it's true too, because again, I think I've seen this somewhere.
That is completely true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go, buddy.
In the 1830s, ketchup was sold as medicine.
They sold everything as medicine in the Victorian era, dude. They sold tonic water as medicine. I think that's totally true.
She's got a point.
Everything medicine.
Wouldn't they sell as medicine? Yeah, there's probably got to be some asshole who sold ketchup as.
Yeah.
That is a true headline.
Okay.
In the 1850s, Napoleon III briefly owned his own distillery in France called Rivière d'Argent.
What does that mean?
Riviera of money or silver.
Napoleon
Napoleon III. He's a corrupt fuck.
Owned a distillery called the River of Money. That seems like a French thing to do.
I could see that. True. Yeah, this is a true headline.
I think so too.
That is a false headline.
Oh, okay.
Western boot spurs were originally used as weapons.
Besides their intended purpose, which is to spur a horse.
Maybe really flexible, and you just want to like hit someone on the top of the head.
That's some weird. I mean, Japanese has that thing where the girls try to shove each other off a platform with their butts. Is it so weird to think that the old American West could have had very flexible
Okay, boys.
feet
Here's the
dancing
rules of the
cowboys?
fight. You can only kick each other with the back of your feet.
Those things seem to be designed for a specific purpose, so I'm going to go ahead and say false.
I think, yeah, that rings fishy to me. Yeah.
That is a false headline.
Okay. Can we
I kinda wanna
please
see
now
that.
make this into like a hardcore
Yeah.
wrestling match?
Yeah, I want to see like just legs flinging up in the air.
21 people died in a Boston molasses flood in 1919.
I think that's a real thing. I think I've seen that somewhere.
Okay,
in one of
this
my
is gonna
weird
be bad,
history
but
facts.
why didn't you just run away from the molasses flood? It overtook you? Really?
Well, if you're like sleeping and it comes into your house, I don't know. I think this is a real thing though. I didn't know. I thought it was more recent than 1919, but I think this did happen. I'll go ahead and say true. You can call it false because that doesn't seem plausible.
Just for the sake of variety, yeah, I'm going to say that's a false headline.
Was it on a summer Sunday?
Oh, that's how they get you.
That is a true headline.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought so.
That's such an embarrassing death.
Go to the gates. Peter's like, how'd you die? Well,
It's a flood of slow sticky.
Calvin Coolidge owned 2 lions named Tax Reduction and Budget Bureau.
this sounds like a political cartoon. Can you just imagine Calvin Coolidge with like 2 lions on his, like he's petting them?
This was the 20s.
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
That sounds like a great political cartoon that somebody had like blown out of proportion. So I don't think that's a thing.
I don't buy it.
I don't think.
No.
No.
That is a true headline.
God damn it. Calvin!
Where'd he keep him?
It was a gift from the Indian Prime Minister,
Okay.
and he got to name them, and he was very particular that they got fed evenly. There wasn't a runt. So... Several American malt shops in Atlanta attempted to take partial credit for the civil rights movement of the 1960s.
For the sit-ins?
What difference would a malt shop would have made? And we're talking malt like a milkshake malt, right?
Okay, first that's what I thought.
Okay.
And then I'm wondering, okay, it's related to like the sit-ins and stuff. But then there was another thought about malt liquor.
Yeah,
That's-
but
so-
they wouldn't call that a malt shop, I don't think.
I know, that's... so now I'm going back to my original
So
thought.
it's kind of like the idea of like, oh, we were allowing people to sit in here no matter what race they were from the beginning.
Or some of them saying like, you know that famous photo of the sit-in? That was here. It wasn't. I must say that's a true headline.
I mean, I feel like American businesses can take advantage of whatever dumb publicity thing is going on at the time. So yeah, I totally believe that.
That is a false headline.
Oh, okay.
Pitfall for the Atari 2600 is the earliest known instance of a character being beheaded in a video game.
If he was beheaded, could you notice?
And I'm wondering,
Or does it just look like he lost his hat?
we were watching some video game review thing where this is considered, it was Pac-Man, considered the first video game with a named character. Like that you were playing and controlling rather than like something like Pong.
Okay.
Or Space Invaders.
All right. You ain't gonna notice. You're not gonna notice. Well, I think would you notice if Pac-Man was decapitated?
Well, Pac-Man is decapitated. Look at him.
He's got a tiny little appendage body, like hanging down at the bottom. You can't see. Resolution's too low.
Well, and then you have Pac-Man World, where he actually has like hands and feet. But
I don't believe it. I'm gonna say false.
I think I'm gonna say true. Number one, because we need to start disagreeing, and number two, I think that video games and violence have always kind of gone hand in hand since they were made. So
Could they accomplish the graphic detail of a
of a
block
beheaded.
going? Bloop.
That is a fake headline.
Okay.
Oh, look at you.
Pepsi once partially disarmed Russia to become the world's 6th largest militia.
Did they send Pepsi Man? So keep in mind these go in order, so we're already past like the insurgents of video games.
Yeah. Or it could be the early Russian Federation after the fall of the Soviet Union, in which case Pepsi could maybe possibly go,
But
our bitch.
But would Pepsi then be the 6th largest militia if they're stealing arms from such a small armed country? There's too many things in the story that don't make sense, so I'm gonna say false.
If it was Coca-Cola, then I would probably be. Actually, there's some dark shit with Coca-Cola, but I'm gonna say false.
That is a true headline.
Holy crap! Don't
Now-
mess with Pepsi.
A 2019 survey performed by Statista Research Department shows that 15% of Americans believe 9/11 was an inside job.
I think that's a true headline.
I think I think that's true.
That is a false headline.
Okay.
Oh, is the number higher?
It's 23.
He's so sad.
Karl Marx's great-great-grandson has a YouTube channel of him doing parkour called exclamation marks.
Just say that again. I like to.
Yeah, I just want to hear those words come out of your mouth. If you're Karl Marx's great-great-grandson, though, do you really need to get famous on YouTube? Like, you're not famous enough.
I mean, he's probably had. I mean, think about the family tree. That's a lot of branches.
Yeah.
So, fuck it. It's true.
I kind of want that to be true.
That is a true headline.
Yes! Let's go watch it.
Can
Let's
he
go watch
team up
some.
with Angles's great-grandson too? Please?
All right, guys. At the end of the
that's fun.
game, we have a tie score. 9 points apiece. Congratulations.
Look at us, but really my the one because it's his birthday.
I'm alive. Can you make it to 30?
Yetch.
I can probably go find a Pepsi submarine. Apparently that exists.
Just start offering. Yeah, Russia, have you heard about this other sugary beverage?
Yes, have you heard of Sunny D? Shit's awesome.
Just start sending Russia like 90s cereal commercials.
Have some Oreo O's.